Hello everybody and welcome to Minecraft Survival Series 3 on Java Edition. It's finally getting started. So I want to go over a few things before I get into the world. This will be a survival vanilla series, obviously, although you can see this is modded. That is just because I have sodium and replay mod. Sodium improves frame rates and replay mod is how you get the third person camera view. So that's all there's in there. It doesn't affect gameplay at all. I don't even have the zoom. I might add a mod for zoom, but I don't want to have there be too much stuff that makes it difficult when updates come out. I had to wait a couple weeks for replay mod to update before even starting this. And yeah, that's a nice splash thing to have for the start of this, what they call it, splash text. Nice to have for the start of the series. But anyways, this series will be quite a bit different than the last one, obviously on Java, but I also am going to edit the videos more, and the videos will be more about individual projects that instead of just randomly doing a bunch of stuff, you won't see all the little nitty gritty random stuff. It'll just be more focused on the project, and obviously with replay mod, I still have to figure that out. I don't know if I'll be using it at all. Maybe I'll do something with it in the first video, seeing I waited so long for it to come out. But I'm not exactly 100% sure how to use it yet. I know a little bit of the basics, but that'd be it. So yeah, but as for these first few videos, they're not going to be probably as edited. I'm just going to be trying to run through the early game as fast as I can. I haven't played survival, or I haven't started a new world, that is, for a while, and I haven't actually really played much Minecraft lately. Just placing slime blocks is really all I've done in the past year in regular survival, and I've never played survival, really regular survival on Java editions. Going to create world. Survival stage 3, going to be on survival, hard, cheats are off. Just going to do a random seed, get in there and see what we get. And as I am, doing the day one stuff, I'm going to talk a little bit about some plans for the series and what I want to get accomplished here early on. Okay, this is a very interesting spot to spawn. I want to make sure I know the exact spot I spawn in on for future things. Okay, so got a birch forest over there. We have a fire, so I guess I should go put that out. Wait, is this a jungle? That looks super bright green. Is there? That's a jungle wood. A jungle tree. I want bamboo because of the new stuff. Is this just a tiny piece of jungle? Okay, that is very, very lucky. That was one of the things I was going to talk about, is I really wanted to find bamboo here as quickly as possible, and I also have to find sheep. And there's a sheep, but it's going to be up there and probably difficult to get to. How do I... Okay, there we go. I have to get used to keyboard controls as well. So the first thing I will be breaking in this world is going to not be a regular tree, but bamboo. But I can use bamboo to get the wood. Should I try... Is there more around where I can try and make the crafting table out of? Can I... Oh, I need a crafting table to turn them into planks, don't I? I don't know if I'm going to punch down a regular tree. And I will do that here. There is a crafting table. Now try and find some sheep. I keep trying to zoom in. I can't do that. I see one. I see three. Okay, there's a village there too. Okay, so that's the other thing I wanted to find. This is off to a excellent start. I could try and go to the village and see if there's enough iron to make shears, but don't want to risk losing them. Why is there an Enderman? I'm not ready for this. Daytime. The sound effect's different. I hope it's also not too loud. I have to get some settings perfected. I think it looks okay. I don't know what all I can do with graphics settings. It looks a little weird, but I changed some things. I think it's good. And that was really easy to get the wool I need for a bed, although there, of course, is a village there, and I could have just gotten one there. But there is a bed. There are also, there's advancements instead of achievements, so all of those things. And then here's something I'm really excited for, all the statistics that you don't get to have on Bedrock. So unlike the last series, I want to get an actual starter base, but I'm not sure exactly what it will be like. My idea is kind of maybe just take over a little cave and turn that into a starter base. I do also want to make an effort to try and get better at building and make things that are half decent. And there's another thing that you need to get early game. So this is off to a good start, and I was just also gonna say I needed to get food, but that's what these are for. It really is all too easy. I have within, like, I got a pretty good spawn, I'd say, because within just a few minutes here, I have access to plenty of food. So there's 18 bread. There's plenty of more wheat here, and there is also the kelp, which is a very good early game food store, especially when you get a campfire set up to cook it. I do want to explore. I have a tendency of setting up right next to villages, and I kind of want to avoid that. I don't want to be within the village. Have some wheat seeds. So yeah, I have got a lot of the essential things like really fast here. I want to kind of explore the vicinity and see what I can get. I should look through these chests though, shouldn't I? More bread. Never seen a villager house like this with a animal in a pen underneath the actual building. And I can't get to it because of a tree. Ooh, pork chops. I'll take those. So we have an ocean there. One thing I do want to try and find, if possible, not too far from spawn, is a sizable desert that's on its own on an island for the most part, that I can then flatten and obviously use as a mining desert to get all the sand I'll need. But I think that's how I want to do my farming area. A lot of stuff will probably be spread out farm-wise because certain things need to go, certain farms need to go certain places. You can't condense them, but for everything that I can have in one area, that's where I want to kind of try and do it. Is that, that's a shipwreck. Maybe I can set up somewhere over here. Maybe I can just build my own tunnel in the side of the mountain, but I don't know. I have to make sure there's not some crazy cave behind it. Well, here's a little gravel area thing. I don't know what you would call this. So if I need that early on, maybe I should. Oh God, I think I made a sword. Still haven't made a pickaxe. Need to get that done, but. And I will never use this pickaxe again. I do want to try and save these first tools as a bit of a souvenir. So, ooh. I don't know if there's a drop. Oh, there is a not nice guy over there. Ooh, what is this? Is this... Okay, maybe I can do something with this depending on how big it is. A nice indoor, like, ooh, that could be cool. Does that open up? Is this like an archway? I don't want to get stuck in the water, but... Okay. So that could be interesting. Yeah, I was worried about nighttime. I didn't want to jump in the water and then have it get dark and everything spawns and kills me. What do we have over here? I do have the render distance pretty high. It's at like 20. That might have to get turned down once I start building things and lag becomes more of an issue. I only have it's capped to 60, I think, because of VSync being on. And it's not like I can record or anything higher than that, so not a big deal. But sodium should help with keeping it at 60 when there's more crazy stuff going on. No need for a shovel. They actually changed it on Bedrock too to where you don't need a shovel. I know, I'm pretty sure on one version that you don't take fall damage in a boat and one you do, so I'm not going to risk it because I'm not sure which is which. Oh yeah, I forgot about the raw iron thing. I've had a very powerful, well, not a very powerful iron farm, but an iron farm since they added that, so haven't needed to mine anything. So okay, does it might not open up a lot, but I could always do it myself. I think it kind of, oh, maybe it doesn't open up at all. Because I could have like, if the water's at the same level though, I don't know. Because I could have like a, okay, I'm getting some ideas. Let me, because I could open up like an archway and then I could have like a dock inside there. I'd have to light up the entire area. Let me, hope this is the spot. How do I, how do I, how do I get out? Why is it not escape or why is it not jump? Oh my god, Google, I don't want to know how to get out of bed when you're depressed. No, I just want to know how to get out of a boat. Left shift. Okay, I didn't need that, Google. I hope this opens up. It should be close to the same level. Okay, maybe it's not like I thought it was. Is that the same spot? I might not even be in the right spot. I know this is very essential early game stuff I'm doing here. You know, that's it. I thought it was at, maybe it's above or below it. That'd make this more difficult to have to mess with the water. Oh, another thing I wanted to add is it is possible these first few videos are going to be on the longer side, like upwards of an hour. They'll still be fairly edited, but later on I do want to shorten it. I just want to try and get all of the early game stuff out of the way within these first few videos. I know I should be mining and working on getting a food and like farm set up and all that. The darkness is going to be an issue. I hope I haven't even, I just saw a small glimpse of this cave and got a massive idea for, well, or I have all these things I want to do with it. I don't know if it's going to work though. Okay. Oh, can you not kill me? Okay, oh, is that, there's cobblestone. I found a spawner. That was another thing I wanted to find early. Okay, I know that's there. I don't have any torches yet, so did you go away? Okay, so, oh, can you not get up here? Oh. Okay, you can't get up here. Okay, so this might be it, but I think that's gonna be higher. Don't blow up. Yeah, I got the sweeping edge thing. Oh god. Yeah, that looks like, now that I think of it, I assumed it was at sea level, but it's higher, so that might pose some issues, but I might still be able to do what I want. Okay, got one. I would like that gunpowder, please. If I break that, I think they can get over here, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, he still can't get. Okay, gonna need to look more into this to see if I can do. Cause I kind of thought about turning, you know, having this be my base, and I'd have to light up the whole area, and I could have maybe rooms shooting off this main thing. I'm gonna have to explore it better, but the mobs are making that a bit challenging, especially if I have a spawner over there somewhere. Okay, I'm a dip. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Why did you not place it? Oh, that could have been close. No, no, no. Bye! I forgot that he could also climb where I climbed. Okay, so that's gonna take a minute. I need armor and stuff before I go back in there. Oh yeah, is this a shipwreck? This is a shipwreck. Can I find sniffer eggs here? Or the thing to find shipwreck? How does that work? Is there like suspicious dirt or something that I need a brush for? I don't know how you're even supposed to make those. I get treasure map here though, can't I? Oh, some smithing templates. Some poisonous potatoes, which I'm going to take for some reason. There's an actual reason, but I'm not going to get into that. What does these got? Projectile protection and projectile protection. Okay, so skellies will have a harder time killing me. Okay. Glad I got a little something there. I want to check out this cave because maybe it could be a more reasonable option for a starter base. Easier to light up. And at sea level, so I can have that kind of like I wanted. What's this? Can I go underneath here? Okay. I'm gonna explore these caves, but I need torches. This opens up. Okay, not... I'd want a kind of big opening and it to be relatively straight to kind of set up a basin, but I will explore these further in a moment. I need to get torches and such. Oh, here's another option. This is mostly water. I don't know, but I need to get back to land so I can sleep. Okay, I'm going to drop off some of these things I don't need to be carrying on me in this villager's chest until I figure out where exactly I'm going to set up the starter base. Okay, there is 12 torches. Not much, but it's a start. Gonna need that. I got that iron cooking up, so I will be able to get an iron pick. And while I wait for that to smelt, I'm gonna need to give that more fuel, ain't I? There's plenty of coal. I'm gonna look around these chests, because I didn't exactly look at every one. Whole lot of bread. Oh, and that's how I got that enchantment. I was trying to see if it was corn, carrots or potatoes, not corn. Please add corn. Because, I mean, yeah. If they do ever add corn, I will be getting the most corn of anybody in survival Minecraft. Because I kind of have to. So yeah, it doesn't seem like there's many more chests after all. It's weird having to actually craft it up yourself. I'm used to having the recipe book, although it's still a thing there, but easier just to make it. What the hell? Okay, those fish are magic. Okay, so I want to check out this cave to see if it would be viable. Okay, it's very small, so I'd be expanding it most if I used this for a starter base. I also have no idea what my main permanent base will be. I mean, it will mostly just be a massive storage system. But yeah, I don't know. It'll need an area for... I want to do a massive auto sorter. I have to see what those are like on Java. I think they probably are easier like everything else. Oh, I thought there was a creeper in my boat. Because of that. Why did it move? Okay, this cave is weird. I don't think I want to stay here, but I want copper. Okay, so good bit of copper there. You can get it pretty easily by mining it. Already explored through that. I'm gonna take my torch. Yeah, I have no ideas of what my main base will be, so any ideas would be much appreciated. Okay, that was super sudden and loud, but not over here. Okay, but kind of. It's being weird. I don't think I have much of a use for copper at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about using that, smelting that up, that is. I don't want to start setting up farms. Well, not really farms. I don't want to start growing stuff here and just turning this into my starter base. I want to explore a bit. I would say I probably have enough food to just go over this way. I don't want to make sure it doesn't get to the point where mobs can spawn. Okay, I can sleep through this, thankfully. So this is back towards the direction of spawn. There is the little bit of jungle. I want to see if I can find any areas that I might want to set up shop. Maybe I won't do a cave. I don't know. Really should have had more of a plan for what my starter base would be. Okay, that's a big cave. This is where that's spawn right on top of that tree, isn't it? Yeah. What is down here? This probably. Oh, does this connect to? Yeah, this isn't that one area. Bye. Okay, I don't want to go too deep and get surrounded by more enemies. Okay. Don't need a ton of copper. Oh god, they're faster than I thought. They were right behind me. Alright, this is supposed to be exploring, not mining. I don't want to let that pickaxe break because I want the first of every kind. Is that a monument? Nope, that's a ruin or whatever they call it. Oh yeah, that's right. There was the fire that I just forgotten let burn. Does that mean there's lava up there? I think I see pumpkins over there, by the way. Yeah, there is lava. Oh, that is a tall birch forest. I think those are pretty rare. It's right next to spawn. Wonder, are we anywhere near 0, 0? No. It might be in the ocean. I do want to do something with the very spot where I spawned in, where spawn is, that tree. I suppose I spawned in on a tree in the last one, too, so. I don't know, just a little nice area, and of course it won't hurt to leave some supplies there just in case the inevitable happens. Also, we'll see how long I can manage to play without dying. See how many days, what are we on? We're on day 3 or 4, where does it say it? Day 3, in the middle there. These are some tall birch trees. What is over here? I've been able to explore for so long, so I just want to get a good lay of the land and not just pick the first spot I see when it comes to making a base. Kind of hoping it would be in a biome I don't usually go in, but this is just kind of, basic biome. I was hoping there'd be a cherry blossom biome near spawn and test world I made to make sure everything works. There was one really close. Not okay. There's a lot of birch over there. I didn't actually wait and get a sapling from that one tree I cut down, but ain't exactly like birch is all that rare. One thing I did forget to mention is I want to live stream this world quite a bit, and that'll be more of stuff like this where it's just more laid back, doing things more of just, closer to what the last series was, while the videos will be more highly edited and about the projects. There are bees. Oh, do we have a bit of a snow area here? It looks like it, but a very tiny one at that. Some weird small biomes, it would seem. We had a fairly... Oh, pumpkins, I still have to grab some. Yeah, I think it's just this little circle here. Back to the live stream thing. I want to try and do the first live stream not long after this video releases, but stay tuned towards the end of the video because it'll probably be a few days until then, and I have to know exactly what I would be doing and all that, so yeah, I'll let you know towards the end of the video. Just a lot more of the same, even in this direction. I don't want to go too far across an ocean. I could always use chunk base, but I'm gonna explore a little bit on my own before I just go using that. Big biomes are nice, so it's not just some tiny little thing constantly changing, but it does make finding different areas a bit difficult. I have to make sure I don't lose where I was because I don't exactly have the coordinates. I could always look back at the recording. I'm gonna climb up that hill and see maybe what's on the other side of it. Definitely a lot harder to get around by foot nowadays. Wait a minute, if I'm right. Oh yes, this is a big thing I like. The game pauses when you pause it, so I don't have to quit the world and then reload it every time I need to go do something. I haven't quite got the hang of how I'm supposed to swim. Like, yeah, I don't know. Sprinting, I don't know why it's not working. Is that a mushroom? Oh, that's a forest. Oh, look at that cliff. Oh, look at those. Maybe something around there. I don't know. I haven't really done anything in the snow area that often. I think that is that where the village is? I don't know. Kind of want to climb that and see what's on the other side of that. I know I said that about this hill, but we'll see. Probably easier just to walk around it. How high am I? 128. So this is way up in the mountains. I think this is the kind of area where the cherry blossom biomes would spawn. You know what? I kind of like this area, like where we got these mountains as a backdrop. I might do something over here. I mean, it's still relatively flat, but it's not just another prairie like I tend to build in. And with the new raised height limit, I really don't have to worry about any of that if I decide to build upwards. Still got a couple hundred blocks spare. I don't know what it is about this area. I like it. I don't know what exactly I would do for my base if it's just out in the open, but I'm quite a distance from the village, but I think I want to explore the surrounding area of this place. I don't know where does it say the biome? A meadow, yeah, that's what I thought it was. But there's a there it is. So that is a nice I don't know what it is. Like I think this area specifically, like maybe closer over to these mountains. I wouldn't mind setting up shop over here. I have no clue what I'll do for a starter base, but I think this is the spot. Let me explore around a bit and see what I can see. A little bit of a cave. I could go back to the cave idea. This one isn't too bad. Oh, I have to worry about powdered snow, don't I? Oh wait, is in here? Is this like surrounded? Yeah, this is the kind of area I was hoping there would be. Look at that. It's kind of like surrounded by the mountains that just make getting around kind of a pain, but maybe I could build a tunnel. Yeah, I mean this is not quite as flat in here as I would like, but how there's kind of like a ring around it. This is cool. I feel like I should do a castle here, but I don't know. Still not sure I'm confident with building. I don't if I was gonna do something like that, I'd want to make it look good. That's kind of why I was leaning towards the cave because that's pretty easy. Don't gotta worry about an exterior. It's just interior pretty much. This might be this might be too good to use as a starter area. I don't know. Maybe I start out there and just kind of build a house and then build something else in here. It'll be tricky with the terrain. I'd have to maybe do some terraforming. I'm worried about powdered snow, but I do want to see what's over there. So how can I tell? Oh, I don't like it. Okay, this stone here. I want to make sure I'm on the stone. Okay, I need to just get off of this before I die. I've seen people get buried in it. How do I... That's where I came in at, I believe. So I'm going to go on the outside where it's probably a bit safer and walk around that way, I think. I hear lava and that's unsettling. I think what I might do as a starter thing is use this cave and just kind of get things set up as like I can expand it and stuff. It's pretty decent size and shape. Use this as a starter and then I can use I got this relatively flat area that I can use for farms and stuff. Like crop farms, not like redstone farms. Although maybe I could do that here. I would want to get a better view of the area though before I do anything long term, and an elytra would help out so much. But I do want to try and get that. Like I want to be probably in the Nether next video at the latest, and dragon defeated in the third video. So I probably will cut a lot of just the, working on getting the resources and stuff that I need, or stream it, of course. I want to get the first episode out a bit, or I want to get the first video out before I start streaming. But after that, I will probably stream while I'm working on the video some stuff. So you get a bit of a sneak peek. I will, oh no. I hope that doesn't burn down too much. So should I go get what little stuff I have and bring it over? I need to get leather boots if I'm going to be walking around over here. It is quite the distance. I think if I just go around the shore, stay by this coastline, this is probably going to take me right back to that village. Okay, that's got to be the village, so it's not all that far, and there's a pretty direct way to get to it. Just follow the coastline for the most part. So it won't be too insanely difficult to get the villagers over there. That's going to be a bit of a task, because I'll want a couple over there. There might be a closer village. I'll have to explore the area over there a bit better before I start moving villagers. I want to make sure I get the cords for this village. So negative 370 by 340. So that's about 700 or 800 blocks. And the thing with setting up in the cave too is if I decide to build in like a certain style, I don't have to worry about that today, because it'll be hidden. Obviously, being up there in the mountains like that's going to make it a bit harder than it would be before, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I need to get me some saplings, and of course it's going to be birch, because birch is amazing. Controversial take, I suppose. It's easiest. It's small and easy. You don't got to worry about the giant one versions like you have to do with oak, and it looks fine. Easiest to mine, like to harvest though. Although bamboo is probably gonna overtake it, I would say, for me, for using it for the planks for crafting and stuff, and whopping 2 saplings, but it'll do. Let me see if I can get everything that I've collected so far in one go. No shulker boxes, which is definitely something I'm going to need. I'm taking this chest. I need one once I get there, and I don't want to craft it. I'll take that. I'll actually just use this to get there. So I'll leave this village for now, but it's probably where I'm going to get my villagers from. Look at that. And that is an hour of recording so far, so I'd say I did decent in the first hour. Although I didn't really do much but just walk around. Is that the cliff? I believe so, but I don't know if I can get up by going this way. That's gotta be it, right? I'll go up this way and see if I can find an alternative route. This new generation is just insane. Like, I like it and all, but honestly, it might be a bit much. Like, I don't know if it's like this everywhere, but in some places, I think it should be, like, more flat like it was before, where it's not too insane of hills. Oh, pie dolphin. Should probably go this way around, but hey, I actually need to kill you, Mr. Cow. Because I need your skin to make boots. And I think I'm full. Do they ever add bundles? I could use one right now. I legitimately don't know. And oh, look, that's easier to get to. I might go ahead and grab it. It's just regular sapling, isn't it? Oh, I have too much stuff to do that, actually. I'll have to come back. Oh, please don't fall in a hole. Okay. Okay. Don't need it for the protection. I just need it so I don't fall through powdered snow. So now I can just go straight up that. Assuming there's a way I can actually. One thing I unfortunately don't have yet is carrots or potatoes. I don't think there's any at that village, so maybe I can find another village that has one. Okay, yep, this is definitely it. Like a rabbit. Oh, there was powdered snow there, I'm guessing. Okay, it's not all that big. I mean, I feel like a castle should go in there somewhere. It will require some terraforming because that's kind of steep, depending on what I build. If it's a castle, you could build some kind of round building that winds up being a storage system, but the space is a little tight. I don't know, but I feel like I had to do something in this area. But over there is where the cave where I'll be setting up shop is. I see a goat way over there. That's what they are, right? Goats. Oh, look, it jumped. Survived. So another negative about moving over here away from the ocean is that it won't be as easy to just get seaweed to, or not seaweed, but kelp to live off of if I need to, but I think I should be able to manage. I can hunt for food if I have to at the worst. And it shouldn't be too hard to get down over here where I believe there's another ocean. My one worry about if terraforming this is messing up the look of the area. I'm not sure I'm good enough at this point to be able to do that, but you gotta start somewhere, I guess. I definitely want to do something in here at some point, but for now, I think over here is gonna be the better option. Actually, I'm gonna drop my stuff off first before I start exploring. So make sure nothing's gonna spawn in here. Got glow lichen. I don't know. I think I need shears to harvest that. I'm just not gonna touch it until I know for sure. I need to set up a mine somewhere. The problem is I'm extremely high up, so getting down to diamond level will be challenging. It's just out like the best diamond levels now all the way down in deep slate. I'm just going to put everything in and then take out what I need. So I will redo this interior. It won't be stone. I'll probably add wood and something. I don't know. Maybe I'll use some new blocks. But I want to peek over here mainly to see if there is possibly a closer village. I don't know if they can spawn in meadows. But it does seem like there's one in this one. Unless it's over here. Ooh, dripstone. Although, yeah, that is dangerous. Remember when those old crevice things were the worst we had to worry about? Now we got ones like this. Ravines, that's what they're called. So there, that massive birch forest extends that way too. There's sheep, but are there going to be cows and stuff up here? I don't know. Like, do we have a prairie over here? Possibly. I think that might be prairie. I hope there's like a lower area this way. I still haven't seen a desert at all, so that's not good. At some point, probably before the end of this video, I'm going to take a look at the chunk base and just see what's what. Because even though I don't have to worry so much about loading chunks and file size and all that, I still don't want to intentionally load so much, especially seeing how future updates don't want to have to go miles and miles away to do anything. But I'm not going to sit here and, I didn't start all over and switch just to... Oh, I thought that was floating on its own. Hitbox is just weird. But I didn't start over and do all this just to stay in the same areas after, once again, like I did before. And here we might have a possibility for a village. The problem is going to be elevating the villagers to this high of an altitude. But there it is. There would be one. That's probably going to be the better option. Because, I mean, once I get them up here, it's good. I'm going to have to... Oh. That is perfect because that is way up here and I don't have to worry about transporting them up 100 blocks. There's one there too. So I have some backups, but I don't think Java is as bad as Bedrock when it comes to deleting a bunch of mobs randomly. That might actually be a little bit, maybe not a little bit higher, but just a little bit lower than my cave. I'm gonna go over here. Check to see if there's any librarians, see if I get lucky right away. Once again, I want to reiterate that future videos in the series will be way different, more highly edited, and less, more action pretty much. So I'm saying, oh, there's a calico. I have a calico named Callie. And so I want to get that, and I have a black and white cat that's a lot like the black and white one in here. So I want to get one of those, one of each of those at some point. Okay, so a couple jobless ones, and okay, they have a building way down there, so it's one of these villages. So I can't always come over here to steal some food if it gets too bad. This house is not in the best spot. Oh god, it really is. And I hope they don't all die because of how bad of a spot this is. What the hell? Just need two of them to live. Okay, they have a couple leather workers. That's just a regular one. It's just died, which not that big a deal. Oh wait, it's the pants I needed. It's like a full leather armor. So not a lot of leather workers. I'm definitely not keeping them all leather workers. Okay, so there are some lower areas over there, so if I need that for anything, I can do it over there. But it doesn't seem like there is going to be any librarians, so I'm going to put that up on the screen so I can see the coordinates later and get headed back over this way. So one way I can use the replay mod is kind of cheaty, so this is maybe the one way it kind of impacts gameplay, but it's doing stuff like this, which I don't know if it's actually loading all the caves because I heard a skeleton that sounded like it was right behind this wall, but it's actually loading in a lot of the caves. There's a lot here. So yeah, it is a little cheaty, but it's, better than not knowing where the caves are that I need to light up if I'm building farms or something. But I can see, oh, there's a, I don't want to do this too much, but it looks like there is a deep dark down there. I just wanted to kind of see if there's anything too crazy because I want to start my mine. And there are glow squid in the caves. It doesn't seem like there's any massive caves that are going to get my problem. I'm going to go this way is the plan. But yeah, I can kind of use this to get aerial shots too. It won't be, I mean, once I get the elytra, it's not going to be as big of a deal. I don't know how far I can go. This is kind of the area we got working with. Yeah, I can still do this. And so definitely will hope to get thumbnails using it this way. But I'm going to try and not be too crazy about doing that kind of thing. Another somewhat cheating thing I might be doing in here, it's debatable either way, is I will be using the nether roof. I'd say I earned it having to put up with bedrock's nonsense for how long I did. Gotta make up some of that time. But yeah, I also got some wheat planted, some bamboo and trees over there. This is growing really fast, so I just keep expanding it. I love how I said I wasn't going to show every little thing I did, and here I am showing every little thing I'm doing. I'll edit this down, okay? Okay, but I just want to get a decent amount. This is obviously just a temporary setup to get enough to fill up some kind of farm. I might get an automated bamboo farm as one of the first things, but I have to get redstone and stuff first. I am going to start mining down, though. Eventually, maybe I will get a bubble elevator set up over here. But see, you can hear that, so I don't know if it really showed everything. Well, I've come across a bit of a roadblock. This little guy decided to exist. I've had issues with those before, but it appears that I have found a stronghold. But according to this, I have not. Are they just around ancient, yeah, ancient cities, deep dark, whatever this is? Skulk. I don't know much about this stuff, and I don't know. Looks like I'm gonna run into it. I just want a mine game. Wait here. This might not be loading in everything because I think there's that means there has to be a stronghold. At this rate, am I gonna hit that? I might. Is it all? Is Skulk down here without an ancient city? Oh, well, here's a skelly spawner. Again, this is real cheaty. I don't know how much of this I want to do, but I know that's there now. I'm just gonna continue in game and see what I come across. I really don't like the deaths or the damage sound when I load in. I don't want to run into more of those guys though and wind up dying because I had a very bad experience with that when I first found the stronghold in the last world where tons and tons of them spawned and I couldn't do anything. We have to go pretty far into Deep Slate to get to the best diamond level, and there is that. So I'm going to leave this alone for now and maybe try and get some better stuff. I might start a new mine at ground level where I can hopefully get some iron, or I might just go through some caves. I don't know. Okay, so that little amount of time that I was down in the mine, it was actually like 50 some, but I replanted a few. So how do I make the bamboo wood? I think I just, that. So that made 5. So that is the log, and then there's the plank. What do these actually look like? Okay, so it gets lighter when you turn it into a plank. It's an interesting breaking sound. You can tell it's hollow. But that is not bad. My trees still haven't grown, so that's interesting. Okay. That is going to come in very handy because now these are just regular planks, so I could just make them into whatever. I'm not going to do that yet. I wonder if it's better to make the sticks out of the regular bamboo or the planks. Maybe it's about the same. I don't know. I just cut all these down, and you can see they're up again. There was a creeper over here. I got a couple bones from skellies. Yeah, I think I'm gonna continue just letting some of this stuff grow, see if I can get some wood and other things built up and figure out how I'm gonna mine, because it's a lot more challenging now with all the nonsense you have to deal with. Okay, so base is that way. You can see the cherry blossom trees. And there's a village here, another one. It's like they're the 4th one in this area, I believe. And we have a librarian. Is he up here? He is not. I was coming this way because I thought this was an ocean. I think I pointed out saying it was an ocean. It's not. It's a lake. I was going to get kelp for food because it's running a bit low, instead of just stealing from all the villages. But it looks like I'm going to be stealing from the villages. Uh-oh. How does that happen? Why is everything on fire in this world? Oh, this is stupid. Oh, I made it. Well, that's just gonna burn, I guess. Oh, this place is a death trap. Creepers. That would have been it. Okay, I'm gonna just ignore that and be very careful as I walk around here. Oh, there are potatoes. And I suppose I should grab some oak saplings. I want to try and start collecting all of the saplings. Then it just loves just giving it 3 leather workers at every place. They buy leather for an emerald. There should be a librarian somewhere because I think I've seen unemployed villagers, so probably stuck in a cave somewhere. There's the carrot. There should be a librarian somewhere here, but I don't know where. Ooh, iron. So I'm gonna explore some caves on my way back over to the base and see if I can get enough iron for a full suit of armor. I'm gonna need like 6 more. Well, I came across this. I went ahead and took a screenshot already so I can come back and get it once I have Silk Touch. Used to be the rarest ore in the game, but now I'm pretty sure it's Deep Slate Emerald or coal. I think it's Emerald barely, is just barely rarer than the coal. So it's probably, I think it's only ever one. Yeah, I figured out it's F2 for screenshots, by the way. I thought it was F12 or F11 for some reason. I think it's because that's what Steam is, but there's that. And with that, full iron armor. So that is definitely an improvement. I still need to hang on to these letter boots. I'm gonna put these in here. This is all the like souvenir. And souvenirs aren't really the right word, but just mementos, I guess. The first tool of each kind, and that armor will be in there. I might need these leather boots again at some point just to not die in powdered snow. Also, on that last trip, I did pick up the cherry things, as well as pointed dripstone and dripstone block. Won't this grow if I put it like that? It doesn't seem to make sense, but I'm pretty sure it does. I also did get a campfire built. You actually can't use the bamboo wood to build it. I needed to use some of the birch, and they got the birch going. The first tree didn't want to drop any saplings, but the second one did. So that is going. But that's, I think I'm going to stop for the first day. The video is not over. I'm just done with the first day of playing. And let me see something. I'm curious. Day 12. So those 100 days videos everybody makes would have already been 10th of the way done. Haven't gotten a whole lot done if I was doing that. But it's, I'd say, a decent start. It's been a lot of time exploring now that I'm actually settled down and working on stuff. Hopefully I can get some progress. I think mining is the big thing I have to figure out next. I don't know if I'm going to go back down there for a while. I might set up a mine somewhere down. I went to caves to get that last bit of iron. I do have 6 more. I think I'm going to wait to craft any more iron stuff. Okay, so as you can see, got the first diamond of this world. Going to mine around this to see. Looks like just 2. And as you can also see, the first redstone, so I'll grab that. Oh, this is dangerous. Looks like it's only going to be 2 of those. And 2 of these, but it's a start. Got 8 out of that. Oh, there it is. And there it is, the first diamond. I think I want to keep the first diamond, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it down over there so they don't auto stack. Oh, well, they will anyways. Okay, we'll just say that's the first one. Anyways, you might be wondering where exactly I'm at. And let me head out of here. So I'm down to Y level 59. And I'm going to start going that way with this and then strip mine and rows going that way. But if I head out of here, right here is where there's a cave blocked off that I fell in. I jumped into it trying to get the stairs. It's not a very big cave, and I actually almost died. I had to block myself off and hide from skeletons and creepers, but I just barely managed to get out. I had very low pickaxe durability and sword durability, so I couldn't just mine a bunch of blocks hiding. And as you see here, I had to kind of turn because that was a bit of a drop. coming out here, you might be able to tell where I am. I built this massive pillar. It has to be tall because of the mountains. So over there is that one village I went to, I think, last. And here's that. You see cherry blossoms. And then that is the mountain, the ring mountain thing. So not all that far away. And it's just way easier to get down to the level I need to be at from here, obviously. So that is going to be where the mine is for now. Eventually, I might do something with the mine I started over there, but that doesn't really matter. What's in here? I have also been continuing with getting the wood grown and bamboo. Still haven't been able to harvest the wheat yet, as that literally just grew into the first one. I need to set up some kind of water for growing that kind of thing. But also in here, as you can see, I have this bit of this room started, and I'll probably expand it a bit more. And what this is going to be is I'm going to put villagers in here and have all kinds of different ones. It'll probably be mostly librarians to try and get all of the enchantments, as well as maybe a cleric so I can trade away rotten flesh. Hopefully I can find a spawner, or whatever else I can get, and a toolsmith that has a diamond pickaxe I can buy. Probably, so I can get a decent amount of those early on. And a big thing I want to do early in this world, I don't think I've mentioned it so far, is I want to try and get shulkers of tools like I did in the last world. I was hoping to start before 1.20 came out originally so I could get them a bit easier, but I think it's better to have the new generation, well, the new biomes, I guess. And yeah, it'll be a bit harder. I'll need to get way more diamonds than I would have needed to. I could have done it without diamonds before, just trading for the pickaxes, and I'll still do that to save some, but I'll still need the diamonds to copy the template. I still gotta get one. I don't know if I'm going to try and bring the villagers over with a boat or set up a minecart rail, but for now, I'm just gonna continue trying to get a decent amount of resources. You can see I am getting a decent bit of bamboo. And over here, got 28 logs, which is better than it had been, seeing how trees weren't wanting to grow there for a minute. I want to maybe try and get set up some form of automatic bamboo farm, just to use it for the planks mainly. And I suppose I could also probably use it to get bone meal as well. I'm pretty sure you can probably compost bamboo. And another thing I want to use bamboo for is I think I'm going to use I think they're bamboo tiles. I'm not sure quite how to craft them yet, but I think they make a good floor. And so I have to find a block that goes with bamboo for the walls. Somebody said mangrove. I don't know if I like that color, and I'd have to find some. But I can always just use chunk base, so I don't have to just aimlessly wander around and load just an absurd amount of chunks. But I'm gonna continue just with getting the basic early game supplies and probably do quite a bit more mining to get diamonds, of course, but also redstone and iron and all of that I'll need to make some of the first contraptions. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so I have a villager here, and I've built a couple of bridges, so hopefully I will be able to get them across. I'm still gonna need to use the water bucket trick to hopefully get them up. I hope that works on Java, but I guess we'll see. Okay, here's where things get difficult. I have to be careful because it has a bad habit of wanting to kick you out of the boat, but maybe it doesn't do that as bad on Java. Okay, no, it's not even gonna work on Java. Okay, and this is another issue I've been running into. I clearly touched the villager there, but it doesn't want to put him in the boat. I'm just gonna cut the recording and see if I can do anything. If not, I'll probably just wind up murdering this villager. Okay, so that villager decided to start running up the mountain, so I decided to hit him with my sword over and over again. It just completely refused to let me even put the boat down, so I couldn't have got him. And it's just not worth it. I'll leave these bridges up for now, but I am not going to bother moving the villagers over. I just am going to build a little tunnel into the mountain right over by that village and put them in there. I can probably just get them to move over by getting rid of all their beds and stuff and putting them inside of there. So I've already started on that. Just a little room over there. Same thing as that was going to be over here, but over there. Not going to be worth moving them. I'm going to leave up these bridges, like I said, because it'll just give me a shortcut to getting over there. And as you can see, a lot of trees have grown. I haven't really chopped them down because I still have over a stack of wood, and I really don't need a lot at this point. Did get one of those, so I don't have silk touch yet, but I might save that and pick that up so I can have bees wherever I need. And I also, as you can see, got cows up here, and I actually need to breed them up. I had to leave the meadow and go find a prairie because they don't seem to spawn in the meadows. And it's actually a prairie right over by that village. So I got a couple there, and the first one I got from over there, and it was further, but needed to get these guys so I can get leather for books for all of those trades. And the meat will give me a decent food supply. Starting to get a little bit of sugarcane planted. This is just my infinite water source block I put up here. And as you can see, I harvested that wheat and set up something a little bit better over here with actual water. Still waiting for the first harvest of that too. It's taken a while, but I haven't exactly been in the area. As you see, I've also got a pretty decent amount of bamboo and also some wool. I made up some shears, and there's a ton of sheep wandering around. But I just got a bunch for that way I can make beds for all the villagers and get them to multiply. And I made a smithing table that is for the toolsmiths so I can get a diamond pickaxe without actually having to craft it. So I'm probably going to have a toolsmith, and then I might get I think it's a Fletcher that will buy sticks or something. Something easy that I can use to get emeralds early on. Normally I would do like a cleric, but I don't have a zombie spawner yet, so it'll just be something easy probably like that, because I can get sticks from the bamboo and all the wood, and that's probably going to be the fastest way. I also have been trying to get some coal because I'm going to need to use coal to level up that toolsmith in the beginning. And I got a ton of copper from a bit of a mining trip and these 2 emeralds from a chest over at that village. I also started this offshoot up here. And this goes up to level 136, which apparently has the most coal. Obviously, it's going to be limited because eventually I'll just run out the side of the mountain. But this whole area had coal in it, and that's where I got most of that. I don't think I talked much about this area. So this cave, you can see where it comes from. I'm probably going to build some kind of staircase and use up here for something. I thought I had an idea of what. Maybe just for storage or something. I'm not exactly sure, but there's another emerald. I'm marking down where I find all of them so I can come back with silk touch and pick them up. So yeah, now I'm mainly going to focus on getting all of the books I'm going to need for the bookshelves to make the lecterns, of course, and the books to buy the actual enchants themselves once I get those unlocked. And I want to have a decent amount of them ready, and then hopefully try and get some baby villagers over there. Might have to step up my crop farming a little bit to speed all of that along. And like I said, I should probably cut down these trees so I can get a ton of sticks to trade and all the emeralds I will need. But it's just more early game stuff. So I'll see in a day or two when I get more of that done. Okay, so I have gotten a decent amount of lecterns made up. And as you can see, I have a decent amount of steak from obviously getting the leather for the lecterns, and you can see what I have there. But I have actually not logged onto this world for about a month. So things to go over here. So I created this world on, I believe it was the 22nd of June. It is now August 29th, and I had planned on getting this first video out within, a week or so. All the previous clips up until this point were that first few days after creating the world, but lots of IRL stuff has been happening. Really, for the past 15 months, I've been having all kinds of issues, but uh, basically, that is all leading to the fact that I am now actually moving, and I am going to be staying with some family for a little bit, so I don't know how much I will be able to record, if at all, specifically the commentary side of things. So, uh, this is probably going to be the last video, at least like this, for a while. I will come back to this world and, do this series and do everything I talked about. But, yeah, going to be a bit of a hiatus. I know I have been uploading regularly anyways for the past couple of years, just, the same kind of things, but hopefully that should all be resolved within a few months or so. I'm thinking the spring is probably the soonest. But as for Road to Billion and GT Online and all of that and streaming, I'm gonna try. I don't know if I can't, do commentary. I'm probably gonna do at least a few no commentary Road to a Billion live streams. I mean, because that's just, it's just the same thing anyways. Just, working on that. I believe I mentioned probably in a streaming Starfield when it released, and Payday 3, and I think a few other games. That is probably not going to happen now. Well, definitely not for Starfield, but I will be playing them, and I'm getting really hyped for Starfield. Actually, I didn't really know much about the game before, and I was just playing because, it's a Bethesda game, it's Game Pass, and then I started looking into it, and yeah, it seems like it's going to be really good. But yeah, I want to try and make some content on that. I think I will be focusing. I should still be able to do shorts and stuff like that. I'm gonna try and get out as much as possible though, and so yeah, there's a good chance I could be putting out more than I have, even though it's technically a bit of a hiatus. The one thing that won't be happening is the live stream of getting the villagers set up or whatever I was gonna do. So what is gonna happen with this series is, you can see I've gotten a bunch more of the beehives. I gotta go somewhere quieter. But yeah, I just worked a little, by the way, between the clips. Just got basically what you can see is all I've really gotten. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up all the villagers off camera. It's nothing you haven't seen 100 times before. I'm going to try and get all the main librarian villagers ready, and then maybe just work on a few more other resources. And I'll record some of that without commentary, of course, and show it at the beginning of episode 2, which is, again, probably going to be sometime next year. And then get back into hopefully regular videos, or well, get into it for the first time. And I do want to. There's a couple other channels I want to start up someday. So, but that is a ways away. I should have enough for an episode here. I don't really have the time to do much else. Anyways, because again, moving, I think that's all I wanted to get through. I'll be editing this probably after the move and getting it up soon. And then, yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm going to try and see what I can do, but I am sleep deprived and I have a lot to do, so I should probably just go ahead and end this. Like I said, this series and videos and everything will return. If there's a GTA 6 announcement, I'll try and put out some thoughts on it. Or, maybe they just will never announce the game. But anyways, thank you so very much for watching. Goodbye.